Welcome to the 5-Minute Nerd, episode 55. Today we're diving into the depths of Middle-earth to explore the powers of Gandalf the Grey versus Gandalf the White. If you've ever wondered why this transformation matters or how Gandalf's powers evolved, we're here to break it all down. Let's dive in. Gandalf the Grey, as many know him, is an iconic character defined by his wisdom, resilience, and his position as a guardian of Middle-earth. But after facing the Balrog in Moria, he returns as Gandalf the White, a whole new level of power and purpose. So, what's behind this transformation? Gandalf the Grey is part of the Mire, essentially spiritual beings sent by the godlike valor to guide and protect Middle-earth from Sauron's corruption. But as Gandalf the Grey, his powers are limited for several reasons. Gandalf's mission isn't to overpower Sauron directly. He's a mentor, working indirectly by advising characters like Aragorn, Frodo, and the people of Rohan and Gondor. He is cautious with his power, focusing on influencing events subtly rather than openly fighting dark forces himself. As Gandalf the Grey, he can harness the elements, such as fire and light, to counter darkness. This elemental power, like when he uses fiery spells against the wolves on Caradhras, or lights a path in Moria, is a core part of his strength. However, he tends to use it only in emergencies, reserving his energy. Gandalf's physical form as the Grey is, in a way, mortal. His body can tire, he needs rest, and he's vulnerable to injury. His duel with the Balrog reveals his strength but also exposes his limits. It's a grueling fight where both he and the Balrog perish. Gandalf's resurrection marks his promotion to Gandalf the White. This transformation is no mere color change, it signifies an elevation in power and authority. Taking on the title of the White places Gandalf at the head of the Istari. He essentially replaces Saruman as the leader of their order, gaining greater authority. This shift isn't just symbolic, it's a literal boost in his powers and his mission. As Gandalf the White, his spells and powers become more intense and immediate. We see this during his confrontation with Saruman, where he breaks Saruman's staff and casts him out of the Order. This power to cast down Saruman is something Gandalf the Grey could never have achieved. Gandalf the White commands a fearsome presence. His voice alone is powerful enough to silence others and command obedience, and his influence over people, both allies and enemies, is heightened. His authority becomes unshakable, aligning him more closely with the Valor's will. As Gandalf the White, he no longer appears to need rest in the same way. This resilience makes him an even more formidable figure, capable of greater feats of endurance in battle and journeying tirelessly across Middle-earth. The transformation from Gandalf the Grey to Gandalf the White is pivotal for the final battles against Sauron. Gandalf's enhanced powers allow him to rally Middle-earth against the Dark Lord in ways he couldn't before. As Gandalf the White, he can unite kingdoms and command their respect instantly. For example, he convinces Theoden of Rohan to rise against Saruman's forces and later organizes the defenses at Minas Tirith. His transformation enables him to be both a tactical leader and a powerhouse. Gandalf the White is less forgiving than Gandalf the Grey. While he still possesses kindness and wisdom, his newfound role is one of urgency. And he doesn't hesitate to take drastic action when necessary, understanding that the fate of Middle-earth is at stake. The transition from Grey to White is the final step in Gandalf's destiny as Middle-earth's protector. His elevation reflects a cosmic shift in the balance of power. He's not just fighting against Sauron but fulfilling an ancient duty, answering directly to the Valar who sent him. So, Gandalf's journey from Grey to White isn't just about an increase in power, it's a rebirth, marking his ultimate purpose in Middle-earth's struggle. Gandalf the White is a force that no longer just guides but leads Middle-earth's defense against the Shadow. Until next time, when we'll dive into another nerd culture favorite, keep nerding out. If there are parts of the nerd universe that you would like for us to cover here at 5-Minute Nerd, leave us a note in the comments. To keep getting nerd culture broken down in 5 minutes, don't forget to like and subscribe.